I knew that I needed a better framework to run my small business, but every system that I was finding online, through blogs, other books, was just far too complicated until I read this book. Traction by Gino Wickman is hands down one of the best books for entrepreneurs who are starting to feel the chaos in running their small business. In it, he lays down the entrepreneurial operating system, or EOS, which is a simple framework to bring structure, clarity, and ultimately growth to your small business. My first takeaway is the vision traction organizer. Vision is something that I knew I needed to clarify in my small business before I hire anyone. We want to know where we're going, what that looks like, what it should feel like, and that was so far above my head, such a mystery. But through the actions laid out in this book, I was able to set up a vision that feels very inspiring very quickly. Another takeaway is getting the right people in the right seats. That is something I'm solidly pretty nervous about hiring people for my small business, though I know I need to do it in order to grow. But using the framework of getting the right people in the right seats and how to adjust that and identify the issues that are incorrect was something that really inspired me and made me feel a lot more comfortable when I ultimately do start hiring people. Finally, the structure of meetings that Gino lays out in the book were ultimately very helpful to me and my business partner. We are starting to implement some of these meetings ourselves, so they feel very structured. We're covering everything we need to cover, but we're not going overboard in having too many meetings either, and meetings that are fruitless and don't have any results attached. So, who should read this book? If you are an entrepreneur and your small business feels chaotic right now, I would recommend reading this book, at least checking it out. The structures and the frameworks are very straightforward, and he gives you pretty clear action items to make the next steps in your business. The other thing is, even if you don't think you want this level of structure in your business, maybe you're a solopreneur or something like that, there are some really solid tips that you don't have to implement everything, but even implementing some of the things are going to be very helpful for you. So I've already applied some of these EOS concepts within my business, and it's really been helping me take it to the next level. Measuring, we're talking about the right things. It feels really good. So I would highly recommend this book, 5 out of 5 stars. And I think that if you are somebody who is interested in implementing EOS, let me know. I'm interested in tips from other entrepreneurs of how they've either used the system appropriately or maybe co-opted some things and made them their own. So drop some comments below and let me know what you're doing.